Good morning. I warmly welcome you to the financial accounting class. Today we can learn about the systems of accounting. There are two systems of accounting are there. One is double entry system of accounting and the another one is single entry system of accounting. First we can learn about the double entry system of accounting. Double entry system of accounting has two aspects. That means one is debit, another one is credit. At the time of recording a transaction, it is recorded once on the debit side and again on the credit side. For example, at the time of cash purchases, goods are acquired and in return cash is paid. In this transaction, two aspects are involved. One is receiving goods, the another one is paying cash. Under the double entry system, both these two aspects are recorded. This double entry system of accounting is universally applied in accounting subject. Okay. Then, single entry system of accounting. Single entry system of accounting may be defined as a system which is in incomplete double entry system. In this system, all transactions are not recorded in the double entry basis. Okay, this single entry system we can learn in brief next chapter. Okay, that means single entry system. Okay. Then we can learn about the basis of accounting. Transactions are recorded in the books of accounts following either cash basis of accounting or accrual basis of accounting. First, cash basis of accounting. Cash basis of accounting is a method in which income is recorded when cash is received and expenses are recorded when cash is paid. The advantages of cash basis of accounting is, first advantage is it is simple as adjustment entries are not required. The second advantage is this approach is more objective as very few estimates and judgments are required. Then third advantage is this basis of accounting is suitable for those enterprises where most of the transactions on a cash basis. Then the disadvantages of cash basis of accounting. First disadvantage is it does not give a true and fair view of the profit or loss and the financial position of an enterprise because it ignores outstanding and prepaid expenses, acquired incomes and incomes received in advance. Okay. This cash basis of accounting ignores outstanding and prepaid expenses, accrued incomes and incomes received in advance. Then second disadvantage is it does not follow the matching principle of accounting. The third disadvantage is actual cash inflows and outflows are considered. Therefore, there is great possibility of profit manipulation. Then, next basis is accrual basis of accounting. The system of accounting is based on accrual concept. Revenue is recognized or recorded when earned, amount earned. Then, expenses are recorded when incurred. Under this system, income earned and expenditure incurred is recognized irrespective of cash received or cash paid. Accrual basis of accounting It's based on two basic accounting principles. One is revenue recognition concept, the other one is matching concept. The revenue recognition concept, according to the accounting rule, that revenue should be recorded only when the revenue generation process has been substantially completed. Okay, the revenue should be recorded only when the revenue generation process has been substantially completed and an exchange has taken place. Okay, and an exchange has taken place. It is a restatement of the old maxim, don't count your chickens until they are hatched. Okay. Then matching concept. Under this matching concept, this is a fundamental concept of accrual basis of accounting that offsets revenue against expenses on the basis of their cause and effect relationship. Okay, on the basis of their cause and effect relationship. It requires that in measuring net income for an accounting period, that cost incurred in that period should be matched against the revenue generated in the same period. The advantages of accrual basis of accounting. This accrual basis of accounting is more scientific compared to the cash basis of accounting. This accrual basis of accounting shows a complete picture. Then this accrual basis system discloses correct profit or loss for a particular period and also exhibits true financial position of the business on a particular day. Okay. Then the accrual basis of accounting reflects correct profit or loss during the accounting period. Okay. This accrual basis only shows the correct profit or loss during the accounting period. The disadvantages of this accrual basis is this system is not simple as cash basis of accounting. Okay, this system is not simple. Compared with the cash basis of accounting, this system is not simple one. Then second disadvantage is the accounting process under this basis is too elaborate. Okay, the process of accounting is too elaborate. The third disadvantage is a quick appraisal of the profit or loss is not possible because many adjustments are required to ascertain the true financial position of the business. Next we can say a simple problem. First I read the problem. During the financial year 2009 and 10, Ashok had cash sales of rupees 3,90,000 and credit sales of rupees 1,60,000. His expenses for the year were rupees 2,70,000, out of which rupees 80,000 are yet to be paid. Find out the Ashok's income for 2009-10 under both the basis of accounting. Once again, I read the problem. During the financial year 2009-10, Ashok had cash sales of rupees 3,90,000 and credit sales of rupees 1,60,000. In his expenses for the year were rupees 2,70,000. Okay, total year expenses 2,70,000, out of which rupees 80,000 are yet to be paid. Okay, are not paid. Find out Ashok's income for rupees 2009-10 under both the basis of account. That means cash basis of accounting, accrual basis of accounting. First, when cash basis of accounting is followed, draw a tabular column with two columns. First one is particular column, the another second one is amount column. In this particular column, first item revenue, that means income. Okay, income means inflow of cash, our total income, that is cash sales. Okay, amount is 3,90,000. Okay, only cash sales. Then second item is expenses. Expenses means outflow of cash. Okay, outflow of cash. The total expenses is rupees 2,70,000. In this, 80,000 are not yet to be paid. Okay, so 2,70,000 minus 80,000 is equal to 1,90,000. The net income is equal to revenue minus expenses. That is amount 2 lakhs. Okay, in this solution we can note that the credit sales and the outstanding expenses will not be considered under the cash basis of accounting. Okay. Next, second one is when accrual basis of accounting is followed. Okay, in this accrual basis, first we write the revenue, that is total sales. Okay, this revenue includes the credit sales also. Okay, cash sales rupees 3,90,000 plus credit sales rupees 1,60,000. Total amount is 5,50,000 less total expenses for the year. Okay, not consider the prepaid expenses. Okay, total expenses for the year 2,70,000. Net income is equal to sales minus expense. $5,50,000 minus 2,70,000. Answer is 2,80,000. Okay, in this solution we can note that rupees 80,000 on account of expense still to be paid related to this year and hence are to be charged to the revenue of this year. Okay. Similarly, the credit sales of rupees 1,60,000 is also taken in the year in which sales transaction is done. Okay, can you understand, students? Okay, today's classes are over. Thank you.